What is going on today? What, another one? Another one? Ladies and gentlemen, slides and dimes of my hip-hop crimies, welcome back to the channel, and we are back with another reaction per usual. Your boy is on the couch with no hat but glasses. It feels a little different, but it is what it is. I just got my hair done, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta make sure I'm laid right without just ruining it with the hat and stuff. So I'm just gonna rock it for a little bit. But either way, we're gonna get right back to the hat soon. But this is a quick reaction in regards to DL Hughley disagreeing with Dr. Dre, saying that Eminem is the best rapper ever. Now, I did my previous video with the DJ Vlad interview where I was kind of questioning. I think I just read the caption wrong. So now it's making sense. And I'm like, all right, I kind of know DL's background. I know how DL be talking. So this is a tribal thing. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Eminem and like the discussion about Eminem, it gets real tribal out here in the hip hop world. Like I will say that right now. Like anytime Eminem, and especially if you're an older black dude, or if like you just really like on that type of time, you ain't trying to hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? If you want that Dr. Umar time, like any of that, you really not. And it's funny because I'm like, dog, like what's the problem, dog? Like, let me ask my brothers out there, man. Like, yo, are we really that mad about Eminem being considered like one of the greatest? Like, is that something that's really bothering y'all out here, dog? Because like, I don't understand it. I can see it, but I ain't understanding that shit. Because I'm like, bro, you don't have to agree with this shit. But why does it really trigger dudes though? It triggers dudes out here. Like when dudes, and I know whoever might be watching, they probably shut my shit right off every time I be like, yo, Eminem's the GOAT and all this. But like at the end of the day, it's like, yo, what is y'all problem with that? Like, I don't get that. So if y'all are seeing this and you got to this part, explain to me why y'all feel away about Eminem being considered the greatest rapper of all time, especially if like you a 5%er, you very pro-black. Like I want to hear that because I feel like I hear that from a lot of like that side of town, which is fine because I respect it. I respect all opinions, but there's never an explanation on why. It just goes back to like a white boy just can't be better, and that's all you have to say. So I just want somebody in the comments to kind of explain it to me. I'll read it because I'm outside and I'm in these comments. Outside, that's crazy to say I'm outside and in the comments, but you know what I'm trying to say. But we're hopping right into DL Hughley disagreeing with Dr. Dre that Eminem is a better rapper. And he actually says Ice Cube is a better rapper than Eminem. And Ice Cube's in my top 10, but that's a stretch, my brother.
Eminem just dropped a new album.
Uh-huh.
And I remember they interviewed Dr. Dre. And he said, I think he's the best MC ever, point blank, period. Of course, there's going to be arguments about that because he's a white guy, but I don't think anyone that's rapping can touch Eminem on the microphone. Now, the argument's going to be, well, of course he would say that because that's his artist and he's made millions of dollars off of him. But if you really take a step back, Dre has had Tupac, Kendrick Lamar, 50 Cent, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, and all these other artists he's worked with that he's made millions of dollars off of. I don't think Dre is totally motivated by money when answering a question like this.
I would imagine he's not.
I think he truly believes that.
Yes. I don't believe that, but I can see how he does.
So you don't believe Eminem's the greatest rapper?
I think he's one of the greatest MCs ever.
Okay.
That's fine. So I respect when they say one of the greatest. Like, I don't care if you don't think he's number one, number two, number three. But if you just even give the slight nod to be like one of the greatest, but you got dudes out here acting like he's a guest in the house of hip hop, which once again, that was new as shit to me. Like when I heard that, I was like, where did that come from? I'm like, oh, we really trying out here. But if you just want to say he's one of the best, I am fine with that. I think I get bothered and triggered when dudes really try to act like he's like ass and like put him like out of the top 20. I'm like, oh, y'all are disrespectful. I'm like, y'all are very disrespectful. Sorry.
Who do you think is the greatest?
To me, my favorite rapper, Ice Cube was my favorite rapper.
Ice Cube's awesome. I still want an Ice Cube interview one of these days.
I think Nas is one of the best I've ever seen.
Yep, he's up there.
Why you real spill, Kendrick Lamar is one of the best I've ever seen. Jay-Z is one of the best I've ever seen. I think Andre 3000 is one of the best I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. I think KRS.
So it's funny about the Andre 3G thing. I think I just haven't been like educated enough about Andre because once again, that's down south. I got onto down south with like Master P and then skipped and then like dabbled with Cash Money. So like they were a particular group, or Andre 3G was a particular guy that I just miss. And I hear him a lot. And I had this conversation amongst other guys who listen to music and like music just as much as I do. And we've had the same conversation. So it's like, what is it that Andre 3G is really... Andre, I'm not talking about Outkast. I'm talking about Andre 3G. Like, what is he really, like... Put me on to something at least, because I want to understand for real. Like, yeah, I can go look myself, but I've done it, and like I haven't found it. I don't know where to start. I don't even know where to go. So I'm just like, where is this Andre 3G? Not because even everybody nods to him, and I'm like, is it because he has very conscious verses and like he's very good with his storytelling? Because I've heard some of Andre's, and I like everything I heard. Like, this is not to say that Andre's trash at all. Not saying that. I'm just really wondering why he's so up there in terms of just like where he's ranked, because everybody puts him there, but I don't feel like I hear enough for him to be put there. And I obviously, like, I'm not hearing something that everybody else is hearing, and that's how I feel when it comes to M. But like, once again, this is why I'm here too. If I don't know something and I'm not understanding why, once again, smash me in the comments if you want, but also give me something to be like, yo, go peep this, because I want to be privy. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't been privy. I know Andre 3G songs, but I'm just not like, I don't put them there. Everything I've heard, I just can't. That's just me.
It depends on, but I think there is no argument from me. Like, people say Jordan all day long. I'm gonna say Kobe every time. 10 toes down. I'm gonna say it every time. Whoa. So I don't have a dog in this race, but I do think that anybody who says that man's not talented because he's white is ridiculous. He's as good as I've ever seen.
So what's funny is that no one outright really says it's because he's white. They'll just say all this other shit, and you're just like, yo, but these other rappers do the same thing that you're talking about. Like, the same exact thing. It's never because he's white. I don't think me personally, I don't think I've ever heard anybody in the hip-hop world, or just really anybody just in conversation, be like, I don't like Eminem because he's white. So that's funny how, like, that's been the thing. But it's also the thing. It's just nobody outright says it's because he's white. They just work around it, and you're just like, what do you mean?
But I think, for me, I've never seen what Kendrick just did. I've never seen it before. I've never seen anybody, a rapper, take a moment and make it a movement and a fucking anthem.
Yeah, I mean, just recently, Not Like Us surpassed Hit 'Em Up as the most streamed diss song ever. Now, to be fair, Hit 'Em Up came out in 96.
Right.
Decades before the streaming era. So obviously you do not have that first
That's true.
jump.
Yeah.
So if they were both to drop on the same day, I don't think Kendrick would have that title. But still, it shows how monumental that song is.
And to do it at that moment. And I thought all the shit he was doing up to that, like he was doing some dope shit up to that. Like, it was all of it was dope. But I never saw a rapper step into a moment like that. Like it was a moment. It to me, nigga, I saw niggas that I fuck with that I used to know, like, growing up, crip walking, and them niggas never crip walk. I'm like, it really, you could not feel good about being from.
I ain't gonna lie though, I love the like, it does make me want to just crip walk. But I will say, do we not pay attention to the culture of that side of shit? Because, like, we not saying he's anything, but I'm pretty sure he's not a crip, and I'm also sure that he wasn't crip walking. That's just, for anybody out there listening and watching that's out west, or just affiliated, whatever you want to call it. Actually, let me take back the affiliated. Anybody out there that's familiar, you know what I'm saying, or just knows the culture and understands that west side shit. Am I wrong? Because I don't think that was the C-Walk. It didn't look like the C-Walk, and everybody just keeps saying, that's why I'm like, yo, people really be out of touch with, like, the West. For real. Because I'm like, that was not a Crip walk. Was that a B-Walk? Was it the B-Walk? Anybody out there, let me know. I don't know what that, I don't know what that was. So, but it wasn't a Crip walk. That.
And it's just really, I've just never seen anybody maximize a moment and be so succinct. He, to me, became a luminary. I think he was already going to be on the Mount Rushmore no matter what. Mm-hmm. But that, like, Muhammad Ali was a great fighter, but the moment made him even better. It amplified what was innate in him already. I think that moment, you can call it trite or whatever, that amplified him to me.
Do you think that Kendrick versus Drake was the greatest rap battle of all time?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think because it kept going so long.
Yeah, a lot of songs. Yeah, because people like to say Pac and Biggie, but really it was just hit 'em up
Didn't
and
last
no
long.
real response
Right.
from Biggie.
Yeah.
It was a couple sneak
No
disses here and
response
there,
from Biggie.
but
Well, real
really,
response.
I mean, I love No Vaseline. That
No
was-
Vaseline
yeah.
was great, but there was really no response from
nobody,
NWA.
and nobody can keep going back and forth. Like
Yeah.
Kendrick was ready in 15 minutes. Like it was shit like that.
Yeah.
All right, they kind of covered a lot in that little quick 8 minutes, I think. But as far as Eminem being the greatest rapper of all time, I agree with Dr. Dre cold-heartedly. I understand how people wouldn't think that and disagree. But like DL said, like he's one of the greats. As long as you just acknowledge that he's one of the greats, I have no problem where you put him. In my opinion, I just think that when you disregard or discredit him is where I have the problem as a hip-hop head. Because then I'm just like, well, you just disrespect rap then at that point. Like, take away your bias, take away your just like, you know, I'm not fucking with him because he's white, or I'm not banging with what he raps about. Take that away from it. Like, do you appreciate lyricism? Do you appreciate storytelling? Do you appreciate concepts? Do you just appreciate any of the foundations in rap, which, in my opinion, Eminem does represent those? You know what I'm saying? Eminem is a full representation of that amongst all the other greats that's been out there too, but you have to respect that alone. It might not cater to you. It might not be something that you listening to in the car, but like, you got to acknowledge and respect it. Just like how I'm trying to acknowledge and respect Andre 3G being held at this high regard, because I want to know and listen, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about just being educated a little bit. But when you live in ignorance and you just want to be stuck in your ways, you're not going to grow from that. You're not going to understand certain things. So I do bang with how DL broke that down. As far as how they said at the end regarding the Drake-Kendrick beef, I will say I loved how quick songs came out, and they were like pivotal moments in that beef that we weren't able to see in other beefs or just back in the day because of streaming, because of just live streams, because of content creators. Like, there was a lot of elements that did make it the best rap battle of all time. And I think, actually, let me reel it back a little bit. I do agree it's probably the best battle of all time. I just think that it's not the most significant. So I do agree with that because of just all of it. You know, just the strategy, the way the music was getting pushed out. We didn't have to wait for months or an album and like sit on it and all this other stuff. Like, we was able to get that served real fast. So I think that's what makes it the best, because of just the frequency of how the records were dropped. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Do you think Ice Cube is better than Eminem? Which I don't think he said that. I think he just really said, I think I like Ice Cube better. But the caption did say he thought it was better, I think. So do y'all think Ice Cube is better than Eminem? Me, I personally don't. Cube is in my top 10. I don't think Cube has the lyrical miracle part to the skill, but I think if they was to diss each other, his voice and how he disses and what he says and how he says it would kind of, because he has a powerful voice, so it would match up with him. But once again, when dudes can just do that double time, those quadruple, triple entendres, and like really rap, it makes it rather difficult for me to say that. Does Cube have better content, subject matter, and more relatable stuff towards, you know, the culture, so to say? Yeah, absolutely, because culture's mostly us. So that's obvious. But when we want to talk about these bars and this rapping shit, Ice Cube is not touching Eminem in that regard, in my opinion. Still in my top 10. I'll scream that to the end. Always in my top 10, but when it comes to just that part, I can't agree there. So let me know in the comments how y'all feel below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to keep coming, dog. September's going to be a fun month, I think. We'll see. Stay tuned. I'm out of here. Peace.